The alleged rape of 5-year-old Kadija, which an autopsy report says led to her untimely death, has so far been topical in Sierra Leone. This has culminated in massive protests by rights groups and activists demanding justice for the deceased victim Kadija and all other victims of rape, known and unknown. On Thursday, June 25, 2020, the Sierra Leone Parliament's attention was caught by these different activists who have raised growing concerns on the issue of rape and its devastating effect on women and girls who have most of the time fallen prey to this act by older men who are supposed to be their fathers or rather protectors. Honorable Dr. Abbas Chernobundu is the Speaker of the Sierra Leone Parliament. He set sail Thursday sittings with a special statement that lends a strong voice on the issue of rape, which continues to grow by the day despite efforts from Parliament by way of legislating the Sexual Offences Act of 2019 as amended.
Today again, the state of Sierra Leone is faced with another difficult and challenging moment in its struggle to promote, protect, and defend the rights of women and children. We are witnessing a spate of violence and social assault against women who constitute 51% of the population of our country. We may all recall that a few months ago, this Parliament passed into law the Sexual Offences Amendment Act 2019. By the commencement of that act, penalties against rape and sexual penetration have been made stronger. It is, however, ironic to note that amidst numerous legislation, rape and sexual penetration of women and girls still continue unabated. The case of Kadija Sako, a young 5-year-old, is a very different one. It is not only a case of alleged sexual penetration, but also one of alleged murder. Therefore, Parliament, as the supreme lawmaking authority of this nation, is deeply disturbed by this act of cruelty perpetrated against an innocent child, whose future has been brought to an abrupt and tragic end.
The Speaker of the Sierra Leone Parliament, in no uncertain terms, condemns the act of rape, which he describes as heinous and abhorrent, while registering the Sierra Leone Parliament's commitment to put to an end such an act against women and girls in the country. And to this end, Honorable Bundu made a series of clarion calls, one, on the President of Sierra Leone, Julius Maada Bio, to set up the task force on rape, which he promised a couple of months back. 2, on the Chief Justice of Sierra Leone to set up a fast-track court that will be handling the piling cases of rape from different parts of the country. And 3, on donor partners nationally and internationally to come in handy with the much-needed support to have in place a diagnostic lab to test pending cases of rape in fighting these tough fights.
On behalf of the leadership, all members of Parliament and staff, I unreservedly and absolutely condemn such a heinous and abhorrent act against a poor soul. We will ensure that we work with government and the judiciary to bring justice to this matter. We're equally committed to put an end to rape and sexual penetration against women and girls. In the meantime, we call on His Excellency the President to speedily establish the Task Force on Rape and Gender-Based Violence as a fulfillment of his own commitment to the eradication of rape and other forms of gender violence in Sierra Leone. We further urge the Chief Justice and other judicial officers to expedite the setting up of the fast-track court to speedily try and conclude cases of rape and gender violence. To our donor partners, we appeal for support to establish a forensic lab to assist the prosecution of rape and other related sexual offenses. In conclusion, I would like to extend on behalf of the entire House and on behalf of my own self our condolences to the bereaved family of Kadija on the tragic and untimely departure of a very fine daughter. May her gentle soul rest in perfect peace. To all campaigners and advocates, we thank you most profoundly for your continued fight to defend humanity. We've heard you, and we shall act. Let there be justice for Kadija. Let there be freedom for all. Let rape end now.
If this statement is anything to go by, then activists eagerly await to see what will the law enforcing agencies come up with regarding the pending rape and alleged murder of little Kadija and all other women and girls that have one way or the other been victims of rape in Sierra Leone. For Saloon Parliament Eye on Gla TV Online, I am Abdullah Gla reporting.